Mohamed Salah, Jesus Christ, the man is on fire. He is playing the football of his career at Liverpool. I mean, the game specifically against Tottenham was one of the most entertaining games I've watched all season. Wanyama, former Celtic man by the way, had an absolute rocket, or as the Deadspin article that I'm going to quote in order to play down the hysteria and this overzealous nature of Salah just a little bit, called it a cannon shot. Cannon shot, as you call it here. So Wanyama's goal was phenomenal, but the article which then followed, which I get because the hype around Salah at the moment, I would go as far as saying he's pushing Kevin De Bruyne for Player of the Year already, which Gary Lineker had already tweeted out. I agree with that. But just when you know there's an American source out there ready to just take this story and put it into a ridiculous area of the news cycle, is when Deadspin runs the article, Salah is the closest thing to Lionel Messi, and I'm out. Okay, so he's playing very well, there is no doubt. He's playing phenomenally well. I think he scored, what, 21 times in like 26 Premier League games. He has 6 assists. He is frighteningly good on the ball. His movements are of an eerie resemblance to that of the Argentinian superstar. But when you use a headline like this, it's simply for one thing. It's to capture. Right, and I'm pretty sure we're probably doing the same thing here, where I'm putting in the headline, don't compare Salah to Messi, even though that shouldn't even be something that you consider doing. You can compare their styles, don't get me wrong, but the way this was set up was it's the closest thing to what Messi is. There's no close thing to Messi, because Messi is Messi. He's his own person, he's his own league of talent. Even when you put Ronaldo in there, I still put them as different categories, because I always weigh up the logistics of what makes Messi great. He is at a size impairment, I think, and he has had to overcome a lot in his career moving forward to this, but he never lets that come as an obstacle, but it's also his quality. Salah does a similar thing with the way he's got that low center of gravity, he gets his body in front of people. He's a frightening footballer. But when you make a statement like that, you're just playing into this hysteria of it and trying to capture the views and the eyes of people around the world. He's not the closest thing to Messi. If I was to make any sort of comparison of someone who was closer to Messi, I think Eden Hazard in one of his first seasons in the Premier League, similar to the way he played football, the way that he would create moments of brilliance out of such confined spaces. But again, he still can't touch Messi in that retrospect. So I get it. He's playing very well. I just think we need to kind of slow up a little bit on that. He's probably the best player on form right now in the Premier League. That's my opinion. Right there with the Kevin De Bruynes of the world. But Messi, again, like even the best players in the Premier League are still not even close to that category of footballers that I put the Ronaldos when he's on form and the Messis of the world. Because they're still that in that separate league. Neymar is the closest thing to that league, I think, when you see him playing on form for PSG. But when you look at Salah, what he's doing is he's adapted to a fast-paced style of football, and he hasn't lost all of the ability that he had shown in Serie A, the ability that he showed glimpses of at Chelsea before they stupidly let him wander, and then now is back at Liverpool. So I'm on board with it. I'm on the Salah train. I think that his rise is needed for Liverpool, because I think with Coutinho moving out, Salah shows a lot of promise into stepping into that role. I would like to see him come more centrally as well, because I think that he is so talented. When I remember his time in Serie A, he often played sometimes as a second striker as well as being a wide man, and I think that he's got a lot of promise. The more you get him on the ball, the better. But I just think we need to pump the brakes a little bit on the comparisons to Messi. The Deadspin article did make some points of comparison in the way they play, but there is no one close to Messi. That's my last opinion. Comment below, let me know what you think. Do you disagree, Liverpool fans? This is not a way to disregard your star player. I'm fully on board with them. So let me know. I'll see you soon.